I'm with Chester Dalzell. Chet, when did you join the Pawling Fire Department?
1945.
And what was it like? And why did you join the fire department?
Because my father was the chief for 9 years.
And what year did your dad join?
I don't remember. Back in the 20s, I believe.
Wow. What was the most unique experience you had as a member?
I think it was Shertock's fire down Main Street.
And how did that fire go?
How did it go?
Mm-hmm.
Went to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Any loss of life?
There was one loss.
Was that the biggest fire you ever fought?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm. And what company did you belong to in the Pawling Fire Department?
A hose company one.
Which is Liberty Hose, right?
I belonged to that forever.
And ever. Still belong to that, right? What was the most serious incident you participated in?
Don't remember.
Mm-hmm. A lot of car accidents.
Maybe the Mason's home down here. That was a pretty big fire.
How about the Trinity Pawling fire? Were you at that fire?
No. I was at work all day that day. And
what is the biggest difference you have seen in the fire department from when you joined until today?
the money, the amount of equipment they have keeps getting greater and greater and better.
Was the equipment kind of cheap back then, or at least expensive?
Wasn't really cheap compared to others, but those days were scrimpy.
And when you joined the fire department, you were in the village at the time, right?
Was I?
Mm-hmm. Were you in the village? I mean, was the fire department in the village?
Oh yeah, right.
Right there. Was that Charles Coleman there?
They built that building next to where I lived, right there in the village where the old firehouse is.
What difference have you seen in equipment during your membership?
Oh, bigger and better and best.
Did you have a ladder truck back then when you started?
Oh, sure, they had a ladder truck, no cab on it. They drove it in the wintertime. The president of the bank drove it every time they had a fire.
Wow. And who was that?
Bert Green.
So that during that time, then a lot of the local businesses helped out and came to the fire, right? Was there a recruitment problem back then in those days?
Not that I know of.
You always had people that wanted to join?
As far as I know.
What is the difference you have seen in apparatus during your membership?
Well, the big new pumpers on Quaker Hill and Holmes, and the big new ladder aerial.
Mm-hmm. And what positions did you hold when you were in the fire department on the firematic side?
I got to be captain. That's it.
At the hose company? How about the administrative side?
Oh yeah, I was treasurer for 9 years.
That's when the money tree was very scarce at times. Right?
I guess.
So how many years you have now with the fire department?
Almost 75, I guess.
Wow.
74.
So that's a long time. A long time. I guess you're our most senior member now.
I'm afraid so.
Mm-hmm. And how did the carnivals go back in those days? Do you remember your first carnival you worked?
Oh yeah, it was entirely different. We used to have dances and bring in a dance floor and homemade cooking, and all the wives did all the cooking, and it was a big joyous picnic.
Do you remember when they built the firehouse on South Street?
Oh yeah.
What was that like?
It was nice. It took a long time, but in the beginning there was people against it, but I think it turned out very well.
Mm-hmm. And why were they against it? They didn't think you needed it?
Well, it was outside the village.
When they built that, was it a joint district then, or was it still separate?
Still separate, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember when they went joint district, where the town and the village came together?